nice tables, very nice logo. I cannot tell you it's not successful. It is. But without a business strategy and not applying a brand strategy, you don't have growth. So if Al-Baik moves from Jeddah, goes to Riyadh, or goes to Dammam, or Bahrain, do you think he would have the same attributes in where he is today?
No.
Huh?
No. Yeah. They will know.
They'll have growth, but not the same impact they have in Jeddah.
Right.
Because it's not the brand, the impact is on the products that they're selling today. The brand has nothing to do with it. Correct.
But he opened a new store. It started in Jeddah, but opened a store in Mecca, Medina.
Yeah, that area, yes, Jeddah, Medina, Mecca area. I'm talking about Riyadh, Dammam, Bahrain. Why am I bringing Al-Baik? I love Al-Baik. I'm not saying I care for it. But the business strategy needs to equal to the brand strategy. Al-Baik doesn't talk except every now and then about values for money. Well, the business strategy is values for money. But it talks about what CSR programs, continuously CSR programs, which is great. But it doesn't add an attribute to the brand itself. It only adds a minimal attribute to the brand. It makes the brand more human, that it's a kind brand. But if you talk about the core of the brand, the continuous throughout the year communication for it, and what the brand's supposed to be positioned, Baik doesn't. Now, Baik has become, when I say Al-Baik, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Huh?
Fried chicken.
Huh? Fried chicken? How many people think Baik is fried chicken?
So,
But he sells fish. He also sells fish.
Quick service. Not his core product.
Most of the products.
Not his what?
Not his core.
What's his core product?
It's fried chicken.
Okay. So when I tell you as a brand Al-Baik, what's the file that opens in your mind? Huh?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Not fried fish. Not caviar. Okay. With the same product, core product, and the other added value products that Al-Baik has, goes elsewhere. What would be the core product? What would be the product if they open in New York City? Right now, core product chicken, and added value products are fish and others. What would be the first thing that comes to mind? Very difficult. Fried food. Just fried. The word fried. The word fried.
yeah.
The word fried. Now the question is that the business strategy? No. Is that the brand strategy? No. But the point is, the brand positioning is fried chicken. So where is it?
Lost.
You moved away from focus. So when we talk about brand strategy, we need to apply business strategy to brand strategy. You cannot develop a brand strategy by the way you look at it. The business needs to make money. It needs to reach to the bottom line and make profit. So you need to drive the business strategy and communicate that to public. But if the business strategy is like this, and the brand strategy talks about Michael Jackson, no alignment to it. No alignment. So it's very important to connect the two. It's very, very important to connect the two. Look at Google's mistake. I mean, Google could have capitalized on their name to everything within the category of search. But they went to a lot of other things, and they make lots of money from search, but not from other things. Business strategies, brand strategies should equal to business strategies. You cannot build a brand strategy by saying, oh, this is the personality of the brand, this is the attribute of the brand value propositions, this is the ether of the brand from your head. No, you need to understand what type of business you're in and what differentiates you in that business.
So they should be designed parallelly?
No, but business strategy is the first thing you do, right? When you're in business, you'd understand what type of business you're in, right? And you understand that type of business you're in, that's the strategy you're working on. So when you come to dress the brand, it needs to be equal to your business strategy. So I can understand you better. So I can buy from you. You see what I mean? But if you don't communicate your brand in the same values of your business strategy, I'll be far distant, right? I mean, here are two brands again. I'm going back to Starbucks and Apples. I'm going to move a bit faster. But why do you guys buy Apple?
Emotional attachment.
Huh?
Emotional attachment.
Great emotional attachment, sir. Thank you very much. There's a great emotional attachment. But are you buying it because Steve Jobs is smart?
Not necessarily.
He's dead, right? Okay, but the question is, how much of Steve Jobs' name supports this brand, Apple? Let's tie it in. Confident, 100%. I was always against Steve Jobs tying the Apple name together. Why? Because if he's gone, the brand attributes will be hurt. Now, Kim, the new CEO of Apple, every time he speaks, everybody's remembering, oh, that's not like Steve Jobs. Correct? Yeah, and he gets shocked, and then the marketing guy, that little chubby guy, comes in and speaks, and he goes, please bring Steve Jobs. But Steve Jobs is gone. But he built a heck of a brand for himself. And the shareholders are sitting right now and say, hey, did he fool us? No, he didn't. But his name is tied with Apple. Now, Apple, their vision was to improve our lives. Did they succeed under Steve Jobs? They did. But then they opened the I category, which is iTunes, iPhone, iPod, iPad. They entertained our lives. He did. You cannot go wrong. So from product values, it supported the brand value. He said simply, my business is going to be to improve how people live in today's world and how they engage together. When you think of the brand, does it say that to you? So, it equals. It's so consistent and aligned. That's why you have that attachment to it. And the emotional attachment that you've mentioned, great emotional attachment. I mean, I don't have part to speak about color communication. I wish I could, because I'm tight. But what are the colors that come to mind when you think of Apple?
White. Silver. Black.
Pure.
You want to see how color make money? They make hell of money. Color and communications in brands are divided into 4. I don't have a chart. I told them I'm going to make an hour only. But 4. Alpha, social, society, evolution. And I wrote this in my book, The Power of Belonging. Now, if I'm wrong, you guys can come from there and beat me up. It doesn't matter. But let's test this. Alpha are the colors that are dark colors. Black, dark oak, dark oak, dark olive, dark beige are alpha colors. And at the bottom is the bar of the price, plus, minus. Let me repeat this. These are the alpha colors. And I want you to identify with me.
There's a board.
Huh?
There's a board.
You want me to write it on the board? I'll do that. Plus I have the worst handwriting, that's why I'm skipping it. Okay. You're responsible for my writing. Alpha, social, society. Worst handwriting, huh? Evolution. These are the 4 colors. These are the 4 different categories that we all live in. We all live in. Now when you look at alpha, and here it's plus, minus. Sorry, plus, minus. This is the price bar. Now I'm going to mention an alpha color, and you tell me where does it go. Black. Here's the price value.
Plus.
Watch. I like you. Watch. Dark beige. Minus. Who says minus? Who says plus? Dark beige. Plus? Minus? More plus. Pink. Because you're all male. See? TA, male, female. There's a target audience involved in marketing. I won't write pink down because females. How about baby blue? Minus? Minus? Middle. Okay, no problem. Yellow. Minus. White? Stop. Black. Who said black? You said plus. Close your eyes. Let's communicate this color. King Abdullah in his car driving from his office. What color car is it? It's prestige. It's royal. So on. Price? Dictated. Right? Who said white? What's the first color that comes, what's the first brand that comes to your mind when you say white? We all know. Why? White is a hospital color. But Apple was so smart in the past 8 years to evolve this color into what? An alpha color on the plus side through the brand promise, which is the experience that we have every day with Apple products. And who said dark beige? Dark beige, a plus, right? Okay, is dark beige a suit, a car, or furniture? So your furniture is right here, huh? Imagine if your furniture was right here. It would be made in where? Works beautifully, doesn't it? See how brands work? They're amazing, right? Now, we talked about pink. Leave that pink alone. Now, we talked about one thing. We talked about gray. How about gray? Gray. Plus. How about chrome silver? Plus. Do me a favor. Get your iPhones out. What color are they? Black and chrome silver. Plus. You said it. I didn't say it. You all said plus. It's right here. This is how color communication works. Even colors makes a difference in how we communicate. Totally. Green talks about freshness. But look at the apple. What color is that? Huh? This is futuristic, my friend. This is all about innovation color. Isn't it? Amazing how they work brands, huh? Switch your job. Oh. I have to move fast, sorry. But here is another example. Can you recognize these brands? Okay, we have named these brands on the left, we have named these plans on the right. They're very interesting, I swear. If you all fail, I quit. I'm all for the plans. I don't like brands. Now, gentlemen, what's the name of this plant? Thank you, but let me ask you this question. How about that M right there? Is it registered here? Thank you so much. Sir, you're always quiet. What's that crocodile there? Really? How about this plant in the center right there? Huh? I'll skip that file. How about that F right there? Huh? Okay, how about that plant right there? My question is simple. I mean, this brings oxygen to your lives. You guys live from this thing. This is earth. This is plant, and you don't care, but you recognize those logos. So if you can recognize those logos, and you can recognize these plants, what does that tell you about brands? Powerful as... Are they money making? I'm trying to convince you guys. Money making? Okay, question is, did you see these brands on billboards? Not all of them. Because you work for an advertising agency. Not all of them. But because each one of these brands have worked on the file the same way I've been explaining from the beginning. That's why they have a cornerstone in your head. And these plans, they never did anything to convince you or influence you or relate to you. They just look pretty, right? And you don't care about them. They died the hell. But if Facebook shuts down tomorrow, you guys will make a revolution. Right? That's the power of the brand. Brands are not just, it's the product. It's the product. Now, why strategies are important? Now this is going to help us to understand how brands work, like Facebook and everyone. I'm going a little fast, huh? Keywords on strategies. Category, distribution, product, segmentation, target audience, service, location, price,